Lorraine Lawrence from Texas, USA, is just what you would expect from the North American state where everything is big. Big accent, a huge rifle collection, an extensive collection of hunting adventures on large game, and a wealth of shooting experience. Lorraine has done it all, but still retains a fresh passion for any type of hunting experience.
I got the heart of a huntress.
Well, hello, I'm Lorraine Lawrence, and I come from a little town called Boerne, which is located in Texas, about 30 miles north of San Antonio. I've always been interested in animals and enjoyed them when I was young. We used to go to my grandmother's farm, and we would do things like shoot BB guns and play with goats and things like that, and fish when in the summer times. And as I got older, I met some friends that were hunters, and I moved to Texas, which is a big hunting state in the United States. And I decided this looked fun and I wanted to join in. So one of my best friends taught me how to hunt, and I will always be grateful to her.
Early the next morning, it was Lorraine's first opportunity to start her Heart of the Huntress experience with Tolly Jordan. As usual, it was down to the shooting range where Lorraine had an opportunity to get a feel for the Musgrave rifle and Miopta rifle scope that she was going to use.
I'll adjust it for you. Too high, too low. The right one?
I'm on the left.
The left one. 1 inch high. 1 inch high, perfect. On 100, that's perfect. That's as good as it can get.
Tell us a bit more about your weapons of choice that you use back home.
Well, back home for small game, I usually use a 270. I have an older model, and I like it. It's on, and it was well made because it's a very much older gun. This one, I would say, shoots very smoothly. The new gun that we're trying today, and the recoil very light on it. I would say this would be a good starter gun for somebody who's just beginning, because it's not going to beat them up.
Yeah.
Now for big safari game, which I've hunted before, I have a 375 H&H. On mine, it's a very good, well-made gun. I have put additional gunsmithing on it to help reduce the recoil. I'd be anxious to see what one of these was like in a bigger caliber as well, because it was quite an enjoyable gun to shoot.
Tolly had made the decision to take Lorraine and Jennifer to some of the highest peaks on the property. In a small twist playing a touring guide, he took them to a very special place on the farm.
No, we don't eat them. We actually don't kill them. They're nocturnal meat. We're looking at some Bushman paintings, and we had people that estimated that these paintings is about 800 years old. They've been done by the Sun people, and the Sun people were the Bushman people that lived in this area hundreds of years ago, and they were hunters. They killed their animals with bow and arrow. They were the best trackers that I've ever seen. I've hunted lions in the Kalahari with the Sun people, with some of the Bushman tribe that are left. There's not a lot left of them, but the ones that are left, they absolutely brilliant trackers, and they taught their kids how to track since they were young, because that was the way that they lived. They lived in this area, living off meat, and everything that they could get their hands on, and that's why that eland is still so beautiful there. So that tells me that in this area there's been a lot of eland in this area, and you won't even think about it that they used a small little bow with a rope, with a small arrow this big, and then they put poison that they collected from plants, and or a snake that they'll catch, and they'll milk the snake, and then they use that poison Then they will track the animal until they get close, shoot the animal with a bow, and then they'll follow that animal. That's why they're such good trackers, because they have to follow that animal until that animal is so tired of the poison that drains himself that they could kill him.
It was tough going, and one must be careful to not twist an ankle. The idea is to go up the steep side of the mountain and then slowly get to where you can just see the plateau, and from there glass the valley for some movement. Dolly decided to change the tactic and go towards a small outcrop to sit and wait to see what comes, rather than to try and stalk the animals. Suddenly, things changed, and a big herd of black wildebeest came into range. They were running with the wind and had no idea the hunters were watching them. This time, Lorraine was ready, and the hunt was on.
Shot was great, everything. The wind was a little tough, so I think the wind dropped the bullet a little bit, so you hit him high on the front leg. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and sneak closer and then finish him off. Are you good?
I'm good.
Your breath good?
I'm good.
Trigger on the left hand side. Butt shot. Good. Good. He's going to go down now. That's a good shot. He's a tough one, eh?
Hey.
He's tough.
Here's your bullet. Casing.
Yeah. Excellent. Very good.
How do you feel
Take
now?
this one out. Take this one out.
Excellent.
Fires.
Ready to go down and see how he looks?
Beautiful. That wind buggered you around on that first one.
It
That's
did.
good.
Well, and
Congratulations.
we were shooting down as well.
We were shooting down, yes.
Shooting
But
down
the
and in the
wind's
wind.
strong. This wind's strong.
Well,
for the
even
stereo.
stronger. We didn't take into account it's coming up this valley, so it's getting a little lift.
Yeah, no, this shot is
Yeah.
perfect. This shot, you aimed a little bit for the wind, and then you hit him perfect, right on the shoulder, right there. Beautiful, beautiful wildebeest. Great shot.
Great advice from my PH.
It's not easy in this open areas.
Have you shot a wildebeest before?
Only the blue wildebeest. This is my first black wildebeest, so I'm excited. I really want to get a good look at
Black
him.
wildebeest is renowned to this area
Uh-huh.
of the Eastern Cape.
Well, the ones that were going
Yeah.
by were beautiful.
You see, when they ran, that you saw them how they switched their tails the whole time,
Yes.
They call them the clowns of nature because they run like that. They run in a circle, come back to that same spot again because their eyesight's not very good, and because their eyesight's not good, they protect themselves by running away and then come back to that same circle again. Like these ones, they ran and turned around and came back and gave us a very good opportunity.
Very good opportunity.
It was excellent.
Yes.
It worked out
we
well.
did well. This is the first one of these I've ever shot. Are they very common?
These they call the white-tailed gnu, and the reason for that is that white tail that they've got, and when they run, they switch that tail the whole time. And if you look at him on his mane here, his mane is also white, and then his mane is standing up, and then this funny little creature has got hair all over his nose, and then he's got these big bosses, and they with the hooks. They're actually very, very dangerous, these animals. Although they're not big, they're very dangerous. I think of all the African animals, this animal is the one that you get the most ground shrinkage of them all. Because when they're out there, they look at this magnificent, long body, big animal. When you get closer, they're actually not that big. But it's the way that they present themselves. And when they run, they make that funny noise where they make a ooh, ooh, ooh noise when they run. And they switch those tails the whole time. They are all over South Africa, but mostly in the Eastern Cape. They're renowned to be in the Eastern Cape. There are some of them in other parts. They interbreed with blue wildebeest.
Oh, okay.
Not a lot. I've never seen it, but that's what the clever people say, they interbreed. I've never seen it myself. So this species is a species that needs to be kept separately from the blue wildebeest. If they run in big areas, it doesn't matter, but if it's in small areas, they keep them separately. And we call them the black wildebeest, but the right name is the white-tailed gnu.
Okay.
But what a beautiful animal you've shot. It's an old bull. Look at all the cracks on these bosses, and he's worked his horns. What they do there, they get longer points, and then to mark their territory, they go to the anthills, and then they work with their horns on the anthill. You can see this horn has been worked. Yeah, it's been polished and worked a lot on this. This is a really good bull to take out because he's finished mating already. He's too old. His time has passed. And that's the perfect trophy that you want to shoot with all these cracks, big bosses, big bull. He's in a very good condition. Although it's winter with us, he's still in a good condition. And they're full of muscle. If you feel on them, they just muscle. And you made a beautiful shot. Good. That's good.
One of the horns on 3. 1, 2, and a 3.
You know, Lorraine, the best thing about this hunting is everything gets used.
Yeah.
We take the skin and we will mount your animal at the taxidermy and ship it over to you. And the rest of the meat will be used and utilized by our people that work on the property. So it goes back into our system. And with us, nothing gets wasted, nothing. So it's wonderful to have this opportunity to hunt animals like this.
And he was in a nice big herd too. This
He was
keeps the young bulls coming up.
Absolutely. You get new blood coming in and new genetics that breed the cows again. So this is great. This is fantastic.
It beating in me, and I like the wind on my back, the sun on my face. This heart's beating, it's beating 'cause I love the chase. Just me Nature's spirit is free. This heart's beating.